Hey there, YouTube. It is your Magic Dad back again with another deck tech for you. Hope everybody's having a great day, enjoying your weekend. Thought today I would show you guys a really fun deck that I built long before the Defender Precon came out in Tarkir Dragonstorm. So today we're going to be talking about this guy right here. It is Arcades the Strategist.
Music licensing
1 and
reimagined.
Bant for a 3/5 flying vigilance. He's an Elder Dragon who says whenever a creature with Defender enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. And then each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. This guy's a great commander, but you really want to build around the deck and just load it with Defender creatures. He's card draw every time you play a Defender. He makes your usually cheaper Defenders able to attack. They attack with big toughness as their power. It's a lot of fun. So let's get right into it. How did I build Arcades the Strategist? Well, let me show you. The deck
Music
contains 12
licensing
pieces of ramp, 5
reimagined.
pieces of removal, 10 protection spells because you want to keep your board safe, you want to keep Arcades safe, 9 pieces of card draw, and 9 flyers. And overall, the stats for the deck are 35 lands, 12 artifacts, 39 creatures, 10 instants, 1 sorcery, 2 enchantments, and 1 planeswalker. So let's get right into some of the creatures that you'll see in the deck. So just some of your typical, what you would expect to see in a Defender deck. Wall of Omens, you pay 1 and a white, and you have a 0/4 that can attack with 4 power. Also, when he enters, you draw a card, and if your commander's out, you draw another card. Good value.
Music
Excavated Wall,
licensing
1
reimagined.
colorless for a 0/4 Defender. He's got an ability to mill a card, but that doesn't really play too much in this deck, but you have a 4/4 beater, basically, for 1 mana. Suspicious Bookcase, 2 colorless for a 0/4. And you can pay 3 to make a target creature unblockable this turn. That's really going to play into our aggro strategy with these big defenders. Sunscape Familiar. This guy's great ramp because he makes your green and blue spells cost 1 mana less to play. Guard Gomazoa. Not really much of an attacker, but he's a great blocker because basically any combat damage that hits him won't kill him, and he's got flying. Overgrown Battlement. Amazing mana dork in this deck. You add a green if
Music
you tap him for
licensing
each creature you
reimagined.
control with Defender. And he's a fairly good sized body too. Hornet Nest. This is a fun one. It's only a 0/2, but whenever it's dealt damage, you make that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch. It's insanely good. Nobody really wants to attack into this guy. Socrates is a fun card. He's kind of a political card. He's hexproof as long as he's untapped, and then you can tap him and tell your opponent, your target creature that's attacking me, yeah, he's not going to deal combat damage, but you and me are both going to draw cards equal to that damage, half rounded down. So you're both drawing cards. It's kind of a fun political one. Wingmantle Chaplain. 0/3 with Defender. When it enters, make a 1/1 white
Music
bird creature
licensing
token with flying for
reimagined.
each creature with Defender you control. That's a lot of birds. And if another creature you control with Defender enters, make another bird. So you can just build up an army of 1/1 flyers. Insanely good in the deck. Wall of Denial. 1 and Azorius for a 0/8 Defender with flying and Shroud. That's a big beater, and you're not going to have to worry about somebody removing it. Crystal Barricade. This one's fun. You, as a player, have hexproof, so you can't be targeted. And then you prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. So if you got the red player who's trying to play Burn,
Music
it's not going to
reimagined.
work, honestly, on you or your creatures, and basically stops a blasphemous act. Nice to have. Shield Wall Sentinel. This is the one Defender tutor that I have in the deck. Basically open the toolbox, go find whatever you need once you have this guy on the board. Fog Bank, another great blocker. It prevents all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by this creature. So again, another flying amazing blocker. Corrupted Shapeshifter. This is one of the big bombs in the deck. I can have it enter the battlefield as a 0/12 creature with Defender. That's a big body right there. We also got the Pride of Hull Clade, a 2/15 Defender that costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. So you could be playing this guy for 1 green and basically swing with it as a 15 power because it's equal to its toughness. He also has a second ability. Pay 2 and 2 blue, and until end of turn, a target creature you control gains +1/+0. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw cards equal to its toughness. That's amazing in this deck. So much card draw. Finally, we got Colossus of Aggro, a 10/10 Defender, indestructible. You can pay 10 colorless mana to give it Monstrosity 10, which means it gets 10 +1/+1 counters, and then it will have Trample. It's kind of a bomb in the deck for sure. So those are just some of the best creatures in the deck, but you need more than just creatures. So let's look at some of the support. So this guy is another creature, Beast Whisperer. You're playing a lot of creature spells. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. So you're going to be drawing a lot of cards in this deck. Next, we've got Hualti, the Sun's Heart. She's a planeswalker who says each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So a little bit of insurance in case Arcades gets removed. And you can -3 on her to gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control, which, as we've seen, is very high. So a little life gain is nice to have. Tetsuko Mazawa, Fugitive, says creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. So even though our defenders are assigning their combat damage equal to their toughness, their power is still usually less than 1, which means most of them are unblockable. And then this guy, he's basically the secret weapon in the deck. So much value on one creature. Fecund Greenshell, 3 and 2 green for a 4/6 with reach. As long as you control 10 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2 whenever he or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters. Look at the top card of your library, and if it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put the card into your hand. That's insane. You can ramp so much with this guy. Just play a defender, see if you can ramp. If not, you draw a card. It's not even drawing, you just put it into your hand. So really great in this deck. Love this guy. We're going to need some more spells to kind of help us get through this, because creatures can't do everything. So let's look at some of the spells that support us here. So Arcades, you really have to protect him. If you don't, the deck doesn't do much. So we're going to kit him out with every pair of boots I can find. Lightning Greaves, give him Haste and Shroud, equip 0. Swiftfoot boots, similar, Hexproof and Haste. Also got the Lava Spur boots. Just give him Ward 1, +1 and Haste, but still more protection you can get, the better. Winged boots. Winged boots. Gives him Flying and Ward 4. We're mostly concerned about the Ward 4, which is almost Hexproof. Also, Clever Concealment. This is a great protection spell. You can convoke it out, so your creatures can pay for 1 or 1 mana of their creature's color, and any number of target non-land permanents you control phase out. This gets around pretty much any board wipe, including Farewell. Fell the Mighty is a great board wipe in this deck because you can destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. So you can take out everybody else's creatures because you can assign the target creature as one of your 0 power defenders. Take out the whole board, recast Arcades, swing out and win. I've done it before. Also a couple of spells to pump our board up. Solidarity. Creatures you control get +0/+5 until end of turn, which is going to give them, of course, +5 power as well, because they're assigning their toughness as their power. Tower Defense does a similar action, except you also give your creatures reach until end of turn. And we've got this Aura, Stone Skin. You can flash it out, enchant a creature, and the enchanted creature gets +0/+10. That's basically like an Aura that's acting like a what's that hammer? The Colossus Hammer, yeah. And finally, I got Flawless Maneuver. Free spells are always good. This is some great board wipe insurance. If someone's trying to destroy everything and you got your commander out, you play this for free and all your creatures get indestructible until end of turn. Insanely good.
Music licensing reimagined.
So, I absolutely love this commander. I'm looking forward to getting the new Defender Precon and seeing how I can maybe mesh the two together, but Arcadie's going to be hard to beat. So if you enjoy the thought of playing a Defender deck, maybe give Arcadies a chance. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy the video. If so, please subscribe. Say something in the comments, like the video, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to keep making these. So have a great day. Bye.